Hey guys, welcome back as always. My name is Leyzar and we got some brand new information regarding Warframe. A brand new article popped up that Rebecca Ford did for wccftech. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, the article is really big and there's a lot of pointless, fluff, and downright dead-end questions here. So what we're going to be doing is cutting through the and I'm going to give you the TLDR. However, because I can and because we deserve it, the first section will be entitled No. And you'll see exactly what I mean in a second. Will players get a form of focus school for companions? No. Any plans or suggestions for more broken weapons, like how the broken Incarnon changes this type from like a dagger or something else? No. Are there any Warframe reworks on the horizon? No. However, she kind of backpedaled on this one, saying that they need to be tactical when it comes to Warframe reworks, but to the question, are there any Warframe reworks on the horizon? The answer is no. I mean, they just came out with Hydroid, and Hydroid was fantastic, so hopefully we're going to be getting to see more of these in 2023. Is there any chance of Yareli being able to cast helmet abilities while riding Merolina? No. What about Grendel casting things while he's in his ball form? No. Modular Arcwing? No. Any plans to add more spotting weapons because this is one of the more neglected types? Yes. Actually, we have one coming up, top secret. We'll show it in January. Oh wait, it's actually a fist weapon, it's not sparring, so no. Will the Nikana weapon get some love? Maybe, no promises. They are aware of the fact that we hate the stance, even though you just use it for fashion frame purposes. Any fixes you can talk about that are in the works for Duviri host migrations? No. However, they're going about this in a different way. They want to introduce progress saving. So basically, if your progress gets saved more often, getting disconnect or host migration will not cause you to lose everything that you worked for. Unfortunately, this also has a negative side effect. That means you're going to be reducing the difficulty or whatever semblance of difficulty that the circuit had. Essentially, it means they're not only holding your hand but also cupping that ass just to make sure you're not going to be falling down and breaking your spine. I'm not all for this. I want the fixes to host migration, which probably aren't really feasible because this is, at the end of the day, peer-to-peer. For me, this one gets a thumbs down, but I know you guys are going to be loving it because that means you're not going to be losing all of your progression and all of the stuff you worked for. So I guess it's the lesser of two evils. Are the community warframes going to become a yearly thing? No. The core missions, be it exterminate, defense, do you think that they're in a good place right now? Could they also get a rework? Probably not. We intend to release an exterminate mission with whispers in the wall. Liches or Corpus Sisters as companions? No. Can you talk a little bit about the story of Warframe 1999? No. And with that section done, let's move on to the more interesting bits. The best performance winner at the Gain Award, Neil Newborn, that is Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3, baby, and nominee Ben Starr will join the voice cast with Whispers in the Wall, with Starr coming back for next year's Warframe 1999, and I can only be happy for such news. Fantastic. TennoCon will be in July 1920 in Ontario. They are expanding on the event with 2 days of stuff going on for us, and that's fantastic, but are you announcing TennoCon in December? I don't get it. Gauss Prime is coming in January, something that you already know, but I bet you didn't know it was a business decision to not have him go live with Whispers in the Wall. Are there any plans to rebalance Bile for shard removal? In Whispers in the Wall, we're going to be getting additional shards, so therefore they're going to be reducing the cost that it takes to remove a shard from your Warframe, so thumbs up for that one. Are there any plans for more Incarnon adapters? Yes, there are. We intend to ship 5 next year. We just don't know when. 5? Just for an entire year, only 5? It doesn't seem like that much to me. I was hoping 15, 20. Now for all the fantastic Railjack fans out there, all the 6 of you, any plans to add Railjack to the open world of Warframe? We've done prototypes of how you can fly it around above the world. It feels cool, but from an actual update where that happens, there's no plan yet. Prototype only for the time being. Is there any sort of new player experience overhaul in the pipeline? And the answer is yes. We have one coming with Whispers in the Wall with just a more streamlined quest. When this update launches, you're going to be able to get the new stuff faster, and that is fantastic for newer players coming into the game and hopefully sticking around longer. What about Voruna? Are there any plans to give Voruna's 4th ability walking and running animations? And the answer is kind of. We have an augment that we could do, but it's a design question now. Here's the thing, and I'm sure some of you will agree, Voruna never really hit home. It was not what we asked for from a werewolf/wolf Warframe. And while I'm glad they're working on a fix, I don't know if an augment has that kind of power. Can an augment realistically change the way a Warframe moves? Get down on all fours and just do that? Or will it be just another kind of ability that kind of makes it look like it does that? In any case, I'm glad they're working on Voruna. Any plans to rebalance old weapons or at least add new Incarnon adapters, and they want to go about this through the Incarnon route, which is fantastic. Then again, they said they're only doing 5 next year, which to me is extremely troubling. 5 seems like very, very little. Are you going to make the Stalker accessible in the arsenal and playable everywhere like other Warframes? So aka, are you making the Stalker into a full-blown Warframe? To this question, Rebecca replied, we do have plans for the Stalker for the next year, and we will be sharing those plans within the next 3 to 4 months. But not that specifically. There will be things. So essentially, she's not saying, hey, listen, we're going to be making the Stalker into a full-blown Warframe. It is playable right now in the circuit, but that thing is just a mishmash of stuff. From my point of view, I'd rather not have the Stalker than have something like that. Maybe she's referring here to that game mode where we can invade other players' games and then kapow them with the Stalker, maybe something like that. Hopefully. Again, if they're gonna be doing a Stalker Warframe, I want a new Warframe, I don't want a mishmash of existing things. Can you talk anything about the third or mother? Are you planning to revisit that at all? And Rebecca replied, well, that's a tricky one. I would love to answer it today, but I'll say ask me next year. So obviously they have some plans, but they're not really coming to fruition at this point. They're not ready to talk about them just yet. And I do believe, my friends, that's pretty much it. That was all the relevant information in the article. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. As always, my name has been Leyzar. If you enjoyed this style of content, don't forget to subscribe and enable that blasted notification bell. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.